Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan, and I am here with my co-host Michelle.
Hello.
And we've got producer Courtney and producer Logan. Say hi.
Hey guys.
Hello.
And today we've got some exciting stories to tell you guys. We have officially been to Disney for our girls trip.
Yes.
We did a pre-trip for it a couple of weeks ago, just talking about what our plans were, and we had a great time first and foremost. But it ended up being a really good example of a pivot trip. And mostly in the first 24 hours.
Yes. Day one was one very large pivot.
Yes. So we have been very excited to talk to you guys and go over what all happened.
Disclaimer, day one could be 3 hours long, so just hang in there.
So we're going to do our best to zoom through it.
No,
days 2, 3, and our travel day back were actually pretty smooth. Everything went pretty perfect. Days. But our first day, man, it was just one of those where the hits kept coming.
It was something. That morning it was something. So we started out because I am not a morning person.
I don't know that really any of us are morning people, but
I'm also really old and need to sleep. So I booked a room no, I didn't. I had Jordan book a room at the Hilton at the airport, which is very, very posh. Hilton does it right at B&A. Very nice place. And then knowing that we were going to get up early, we were going to go over because we had an early flight. Jordan.
Yeah, our flight was supposed to be at like 6:15 a.m. So you go back the 2 hours, needed to be there around we were going to get there like 4:30 because Nashville's airport really isn't terrible. But of course you had all the stuff with the TSA going on. So we just weren't sure. We wanted to be safe. So we were going to get there about 2 hours early. But that meant we had to be there very early.
And so we stayed at the hotel. We all slept great, I think.
It's a very nice hotel.
Very nice hotel. Very nice shower. Things were very good. Yeah. We made our way across. I mean, literally, you just walk over.
There's one negative about that room.
Oh, yeah. The mirror.
Yeah.
It was the first hotel room I had been in that only had one mirror in the entire place. And it was in the bathroom, which the bathroom was the shower connected as well. Yeah. So there was no...
Yes, it was really for
anyone else to get ready.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So
you got
there was no mirror near a sink.
No.
Sink in the bathroom.
The sink was in the bathroom. The toilet, only shower, and mirror and sink were all in one room.
Oh, it wasn't okay. I thought you were saying
it wasn't a split.
Usually there's
an extra mirror
somewhere, so people can get ready if someone's taking a shower or something like that. And there was
in a nice hotel like that. Yes.
Yeah, I was very shocked, but anyway, other than that, it was good. But really the problem started before we even went to sleep that night, because the second we checked into the hotel, we got an alert from Spirit that our flight had been delayed already.
But I don't know. I mean, I didn't worry too much.
I didn't worry about it. It was like a 30-minute
It was like
delay.
30 minutes, and I thought it could just go right back. I think we even talked about that. Yeah. It could even go right back to being on time.
Which it did at one point.
But Jordan got up evidently in the middle of the night, and she checked it. I got up in the middle of the night, and I did not. I just went back to sleep. But so by the time we tra-la-la, it's nice at B&A because you're just walking across. Like you just literally come out of the Hilton and you come out and then you hang a left and you go across the skywalk and boom, in, and you take an escalator down.
Yep.
And then you drop your bags and then go through TSA, which all went very, very smooth.
Very smooth. Maybe
minus the fact that B&A always wants to steer us all the way to the right where the older scanners are, and we're not going. I don't know why they keep if you
there's
fly,
more machines down there. We're we have to take our shoes off and all our electronics out of our backpacks if we go to that one.
And we refuse to go.
And walk all the way down. I'm already in this line.
Yeah. I chose this side for a reason.
And when we get through on the other end, our gate was over here.
Yeah.
Like, well, not really,
To-
but to go
we were on
to
the
the
side
gate.
to go to our
Yeah,
gate.
we were on that side to go to our right gate. So
Yeah.
all of that goes great.
Yep. And even at Nashville now, it's like Spirit, Allegiant, and one other airliner. Right? They have a satellite terminal now, so you do have to take a bus actually over to the terminal.
And I'm not complaining about that.
It's super smooth.
They need to fix the food situation over there because there's not much.
It's not as bad as Orlando.
Well, I
Which
know
we'll get to.
Orlando's was worse. You're
I
right.
enjoyed my breakfast.
I
over
actually
there.
thought it was really
It
nice. There
good.
was
You're
a
right.
coffee shop.
Comparatively speaking,
There was only
good.
8 gates over there, so one coffee shop, one restaurant, and the little shop.
The restaurant
Makes
just
sense.
wasn't open when we first got over
Yeah.
there, so we did the coffee shop, which
was
got
really
us
good.
breakfast.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we weren't really rushed because we just sat there for a really long time.
It started out as like a 30-minute delay, and then I think it bumped back to about an hour delay, which was fine. You know, we knew that was a risk. We were going to the park that day.
Yep.
We originally were supposed to land at like 9 a.m. or something in Orlando, and we were hoping we'd get to the parks by like 11-ish. But it started, so now we're at an hour delay. I don't think, technically speaking, on the schedule, it ever went past the hour, which was the part that we weren't super thrilled about.
Yeah.
And they even came over the intercom. The flight was coming. We were tracking the flight. It was in the air. So theoretically, you're not going to be any more delayed, right? That's
right.
in theory. And they even came over the intercom and they're like, your plane will be here in about 40 minutes and we're going to get it turned around super fast. And so make sure if you need to go to the bathroom or any of those things you do, because we're going to get you boarded as soon as it lands.
I think I went 3 times after they said 4. Like, I think I kept going. I'm like, oh, we're going to get on any minute.
Yeah.
And then the
we
plane
did
landed,
it.
except for I didn't even realize that was our plane because we were supposed to fly on the yellow bus in the sky because I thought all Spirit's planes were yellow. Matter of fact, I even Googled it while we were sitting there because I had time and it said, yes, all Spirit planes are yellow. It's their signature color. No,
It was a white plane.
It was white.
It pulled up and like multiple people at the gate were like, is that our plane?
They're rebranding.
Yeah.
They're trying to increase.
And so now
outlook.
I'm going to be convinced that every time it's a white plane, it's broken.
Yeah.
And we're
Well,
like, can we have a different one, please?
So it landed on its new on time, basically. Like it got there to what the app, the flight delay said it was, right? And we're getting ready because they're like, we're going to flip it and you're going to get on. And we sat there for probably about another 45 minutes before they even boarded us. And mind you, like the schedule's not updating in the app. Like normally it's updating the longer you sit there, and it wasn't updating.
And then it would just tell you what time you would get there, but this is not. Like it kept saying we were already there.
Yeah.
And we're not even left yet.
So finally they start to board us and we get on the plane, and I think it was like 7:45-ish that we finally got on the plane because I texted Logan like, we finally boarded. Should be pushing back any minute now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In case you missed the pre-trip or didn't listen at the beginning of this one, girls trip.
Oh yeah.
Girls trip. I wasn't there. I don't have much to add. I'm just enjoying the story.
But you were blissfully sleeping at this point.
Oh, yeah. I was asleep,
He
getting ready
sleep,
for my first day of March Madness all day basketball
you were having
marathon.
a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sitting and we sit and we sit.
And I think I went to sleep.
We all fell asleep.
I think we fell asleep
because
and
it was
whatnot.
early and we were just sitting there and there's no announcements, no communication.
Flight
Until-
attendants were upset.
Until that flight attendant came down that aisle and it was time to do the security thing. And so he's like,
Oh,
right.
he was on the way back.
Was he on the way back?
Yeah, that was our way back guy.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He left in.
These
I'm hoping
ones
he's
were not happy we were sitting there, but they weren't like that, gentlemen.
No,
Saw him on a vlog.
Oh,
Another Disney vlog.
from
Out
Spirit.
of
because somebody was on the plane out of Nashville. And they showed him, and I don't know that he looked any happier.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's his regular.
Our flight attendant on the way back was not happy that he was a flight attendant, I don't think.
Or on Spirit.
Yeah.
Or anywhere else.
Like
I think
literally
it was the clothes.
throwing the equipment down in
Look, Spirit, this is your opportunity. I'm telling
Southwest
you now.
has messed up.
Southwest has ruined their business.
This is your moment.
This is your moment to garner all of this new business.
I think
and
they
you
got to
are
get this
throwing
guy a
it.
new uniform because I think it's the yellow belt. I think it was the yellow belt that he was not happy about.
All black and just a bright yellow belt.
With his, and when he dropped, like he was like, I think he almost could have crushed my toe with that buckle when he dropped it, because it was like
so mad.
And I was like, oh my. And then I asked him to throw something away, and it got worse.
He looked at you like, how dare you?
How dare you want to throw trash
in this trash bag that I have in my hand?
That I asked you, do you have anything to throw away? And he didn't even have to give me a drink, because I don't pay for those on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no ginger ale or anything.
Yeah, goodness. If he did have to actually serve you anything, I don't know. What would you might have been wearing it. Who knows?
Amen. But I don't even remember the first flight attendants. They must have been nice.
They were just also like sitting there kind of confused, like why we weren't leaving, because
Everyone was just kind of frustrated that we just kept sitting.
Yeah, we did not push back until 8:30.
Yeah,
and we were boarded at 7:40. So we almost sat another hour.
And we
on
went
the
to we all had a nap.
Yes. And at this point,
but that's 9:30 Eastern. You were expecting
Eastern,
to land at 9 Eastern.
At 9. Yeah.
And you didn't push back.
We didn't
until
even push back till 9:30 Eastern. So I immediately went into the My Disney app, because we had a lightning lane that was supposed to start at like
10:45, wasn't it?
Yeah, 10:45, 11, and I pushed it back till I think 1 o'clock, because I just at this point I was like, I don't know when we're actually going to get there. And
but the crazy thing is none of us, we were like I just said, we were sleeping.
Yeah,
well, I think we were just happy we were still going.
And I'll say that about this whole day. Like, this is just the very beginning of a whole bunch of nonsense that happened, and I will say all our group killed it as far as attitudes. Like, no one was cranky, no one was upset. Like, it was just one of those things where you just had to look at each other and laugh, and then we just figured out what the next step, like one step at a time, we just figured out what it was, and we went, and it worked really good as a team. And everybody killed it with our attitude.
Yeah, but I think the attitude, when you go all the time. Yeah. Like, we go all the time.
Yeah, it wasn't our once in a lifetime trip.
It's not a once in a lifetime trip. We've already had those, and again and again and again. And I'm about to have some more. And so you just do that, then I want to still do everything.
Right.
Like, I need the right snacks, and I need the popcorn, and I need all the things.
But it's not as much I'm going to.
But I'm not panicking because it's going to be, and there's nothing. I think I'm just. I think we're all being upset wasn't going to help.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
I shouldn't.
What?
I was just going to say it's probably a good thing I wasn't on this trip. It sounded like you ladies handled yourselves very well.
Yeah. You would have not been happy.
And do you think I want to sit on a plane for an extra 50 minutes?
Yeah, for you, that would not.
And it's always hot at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, it was hot.
They would have heard from somebody on that plane.
And I would
like
to
joined
say,
that person.
I don't remember.
Or been that person.
I don't remember the flight attendants, because I do remember my two seatmates.
Oh, yeah. You did.
And the one by the window, bless him, I don't know. He was just a little different. I don't think he was super comfortable. And then the girl that was sitting next to me in the middle, at first I thought normal, and then not normal. Sniffed a lot, like had this whole thing going on, and then ended up having like her face inside of her shirt. And I thought I shouldn't have woke up. I should stay asleep, because this is really weird. She got up 3 or 4 times. Like, I felt like I was on the aisle, and I'm always wanting on the aisle because I got to get up and go to the bathroom, which I think I did once before the plane took off. That's what it was. I changed because I got on the plane and I was cold, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I was like, I don't know. And I ended up putting the pants. I don't remember what I did, but I feel like I went to and she was like, oh, yes, please go right ahead. Or that might have been on the way home. I can't really remember which flight attendant was that was nice.
Y'all are getting your flights mixed up.
I know. Well, I mean, because
You would think this would have
No,
burned in
I
your
think
memory.
that first flight you went to the bathroom. You've kind of gotten in the habit where you'll get on the plane and you'll immediately go to the bathroom.
can I go to the bathroom, please? Sure. Oh, I'll be quick. But anyhow, this girl was strange. I don't know. I kind of thought she might, like, I don't know if she was jonesing. Like, was she a drug user? Was she not? I don't know. I know there was a lot of sniffing, and I don't feel like she had a cold. But, and then her face was in her shirt. And so that was that. And then, but the rest of the flight was okay. No turbulence.
Once we got off the ground, it was fine. It was just, I don't know why it took us like 3 hours.
Because the plane was
leave
broke.
Nashville.
The plane was it was missing a part. I don't know what part, but it was missing a
It
part.
was missing the phalanges.
It
Yeah,
was
the
missing the
phalanges
paint
were gone.
because it was white.
They had to repaint it.
Whatever happened
if
to
we
the
got
plane
off
in
and it
the
was
air,
yellow?
it was so bad it turned it white. It was scared like a ghost.
If we got off that plane in Orlando and it was yellow, we would be like,
What happened?
That would be cool. See, Spirit, you should have color changing planes.
there you
Color,
go.
yeah. But we got to Orlando and that was okay.
Got
we
through the airport fine. Got
got to to get the bags.
like 7 bags.
literally like they didn't need
It was a full flight, people.
they did not, because with Spirit most people are flying it because they're all trying to shove everything into one backpack and not pay for the bags, right? That's
Except
the thing
for
with
me.
Not
Spirit.
y'all.
Nope.
No,
Except for
we,
me.
How many bags did y'all check?
2.
we did end up checking a second bag because Michelle did not feel
Didn't make it.
Michelle
confident
ended
that
up
she could
packing
do it.
and it ended up being a good thing because we all found merch.
We all bought more than we
But if
probably
you only
were
have one
going
bag,
to.
you need to find less merch.
It
It's just-
freed us.
Whoa,
to buy
no,
some
you
more.
still
We would have
find
been
it.
buying a bag
Yeah.
while we were there
Do you
to
not remember
fill with the
Disneyland?
merch.
Yes.
But we thought it was really funny because they did not even need the conveyor belt for the bags. Like there was a Spirit employee that must have wheeled the like 5 suitcases over there, and she was standing there with them, and they were all just off the conveyor belt, just 5 bags, and we all went up and grabbed our bag, and we're like, okay, now.
And then one of us
Y'all
was,
were 33% of the bag.
yes. And then we're going to try to find where to go out for the ride share. And I took I was like, oh, over here. And so off I went.
She was on the phone.
Except
Yeah.
it was the wrong way.
Her and Katie just hop on this escalator down, and me and Courtney are like,
Like,
There's the
a
side
door.
ride share.
So we go down and we got to go back. We come back up the elevator and we hop off and they're like, oh, we came back up the elevator. And so we hopped out and we went outside in the Florida heat.
It wasn't bad. It
nice.
was beautiful
very
weather.
nice.
That was
Wonderful.
with us.
Loved it.
Beautiful weather.
It was warm and toasty. And again, I was like not paying attention because that's usually how I roll. I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
And they're working on getting us a lift.
Yeah. So we booked a lift.
And here's where we need to pause for a deep breath. Okay, continue.
So we book a lift, and it had this deal that was like, it's a new thing, I guess, like priority, where you're supposed to pay a little more and it will like just ping
It'll assign
the
you
closest
yeah.
driver to you, whether it's an XL, a Super Comfort, or whatever, which I thought it was supposed to just ding the closest driver to you anyways, but I guess that's not how it works. So it was like, here's this deal, you can get priority. And it's like, okay, sure. Hit priority, and it's like, your driver is here. And it showed them at the airport. I guess they were, and it said they're finishing up a drive or whatever. So it's like, oh, they must be dropping someone off, probably on a different floor, because the drop off and the pickup are different. They'll probably have to like loop around. And so it shows the driver going, and the driver doesn't loop around, and the driver's getting further away. And I'm like, okay, it'll probably just assign us a different driver. But then the driver calls me and then hangs up, and then calls me and then hangs up. And I'm like, what is happening? I really should have just at that moment gotten a new driver.
Yeah.
No, because if you had done that, we wouldn't have got in the car.
Yeah.
If you'd
And
done
we
that,
wouldn't
this
have-
episode would have been a lot shorter.
Yeah.
So
would have been a
finally-
20-minute episode.
Yeah. Calls me again. Finally stays on the phone this time, and it is the gentleman does not speak very good English, which is okay. Nothing against that. We've had some very great drivers that don't speak great English. And he says, hello, where are you? And I'm like, at the airport. And he's like,
I'm still at pole 5.
We're like, I said, we're at this number in the pickup area, which is in the app, right? Like it tells you. Yeah. And he was like, okay.
There's some foreshadowing.
Where are you going? And again, I'm like,
Disney World.
This is all supposed to be in the app. But I was like, oh, Pop Century at Disney. And he's like, okay, I'll be there in 3 minutes. I was like, okay. So I'm like,
where did you go?
I think all that's supposed to be in the app, but maybe I don't know how it all works. So
we start looking. She tells us what to look for, so we're looking.
He pulls up. It was like an XL though, so we had all the space in the world, and
we were like in a
could have all 4 of us sat in the back, but somehow, thank the Lord, Katie decided
to get up front.
Katie decided to sit up front, and then me and Michelle sat in the middle, and Courtney sat in the back. And we get in. He loads our bags. He starts going.
And let me just say, when he starts going, I'm doing what I always do, which is, again, I'm on my phone. I'm just looking. I wasn't talking on my phone, but I'm just like, we're in Florida. I have succeeded.
Yeah. I always monitor the app just to like make sure they're going in the right direction.
Well, I normally do. Except
but you didn't book it, so.
I didn't book it.
You didn't have it on your phone.
I didn't have it on my phone, and I'm being taken care of. And everyone knows that's what I really like. If my work wife Cheryl's listening, she takes care of me at work. And then I have the Disney friends that take care of me when they're at Disney with me. And so I try to live a life with handlers. Like I work at
because
Disney.
Sometimes you're the one taking care of people.
Yes.
Sometimes you're the handler.
It's nice to be taken
care of. So like
when
I don't got to be like paying attention, I'm not paying attention. So I'm like on my phone and I'm in this captain's chair and we're like in I don't know, it was like a big SUV.
It was a very nice
I don't
car.
remember. I think it was a Hyundai. I don't remember what it was.
It was a luxury SUV,
big
though.
SUV.
Yeah.
And so I'm just watching, like, I feel like we're going, but I do start looking around.
It first started going south because it was still on the call screen to my phone, and he kept hitting the call button, and it kept calling my phone. And I was like, sir, like, it's calling me. Like, and we're I'm just in the car.
Again, watching that. And so at first I see, so then that kind of stops. And so then
Katie,
I look
Katie hung up the phone on the car screen for him, finally.
Yeah.
Like,
and then just reached over and touched his own
she just reached over
and just went bloop. And so then I'm starting paying attention because Jordan is looking troubled. And so, because she's looking and she's looking at her phone and she's looking and she's looking at her phone. And I'm like, I mean, surely this isn't, like, we're not in a serial killer van, right? I'm like, he just doesn't strike me as the type. And
we checked the license plate and did all the necessary steps.
And I start looking, like I'm looking to see, is my door locked? Can I get out? Like, but I'm looking at Jordan. I go, what's wrong? And so she's like, he never accepted the ride.
Well, just accept on
the app.
Said he picked us up.
Yeah,
so he had accepted the ride. And I could see, so on my screen, it said like, we start leaving the airport and my screen kept saying, your driver is further away, but he's coming. And I was like,
as he's pulling away.
Yeah, as he's pulling away. And I was like, no, like we're in the car. It's supposed to be going. So finally his screen, he gets it off of the call my phone screen. But he keeps going out of the app and then back into the app and out, like while he's driving. And this is an elderly man.
But hang on. He's driving, but the one thing that I am noticing, because I do not drive like this, I feel like we're going 30. And anyone who's driven in Orlando knows that 30 is going to get you killed because no one's driving 30 anywhere. And so I'm like, oh, we're going slow. So Jordan's like, I think you need to hit the button.
He finally got it back into the app and it said, there are other drivers closer to Jordan. Do you still want to be the one to pick her up? And I was like, oh,
and there wasn't a yes or no option.
It was not. It was a slide. Like he had to slide it, like slide to accept that he had picked us up.
Katie's not paying attention, mind you. She's on her phone.
And so I'm just thinking, if this guy just clicks the wrong thing, it's dropping the ride. And now we're in this car not being tracked by anything, and
Right.
homeboy doesn't know where we're going.
And we don't know that he really knows how to get to Pop Century.
I don't think he knows how. There aren't signs
and he may
for
not
Pop
know
Century.
that you're in the car.
So, but
feel
he's
bad.
he's like struggling, and so finally so this is when Michelle starts tuning in. She's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "I think we need to get him to accept this ride." So I was like, "Sir," I was like, "I think you need to just swipe that you've picked up the ride," because like he clearly
And
knows
Jordan
something's
keeps going,
wrong.
I mean, it's in that. Like, I feel like he should. Like, I know how
I'm
to
like,
use
is
the
this
app.
the first
I
day
feel
that
like
he's
is this
driving?
his
It
first
felt like
ride?
his first pickup.
Yeah, but
Except
he
for
had
the fact that he
ratings.
just dropped somebody off.
Yeah,
And he had
just
5
dropped somebody
stars.
off. He had,
And he had
5
5
stars.
stars.
Like he had ratings. So I'm like, this can't be his first date.
I think the premium, he picked it up on accident. Like he must have clicked the wrong button when he was
And it
dropping
just
somebody
threw him
off, and
off.
it
Yeah.
accepted your ride.
Yeah.
And at this point, he didn't even know he had accepted another
Right.
ride, and it's telling him to come pick you up.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that, so he calls you. He picks you up,
But
still
he-
doesn't know. He's lost.
Yeah,
in the
he's
app now.
elderly and didn't speak great English, so
No.
he's not understanding what I'm saying. And thankfully, Katie is a very bold person. She
Oh.
does not care what people think of her. And so finally, I'm like, Katie, I was like, can you swipe the phone for
This
him?
is why I wanted her to be on this episode.
I was like, please just swipe it. Swipe that he has
Yeah.
picked up. Because at this point, I'm like, it's about to drop us. And who knows what. I'm like, we're going to get dropped off on the side of the interstate in Orlando or worse. I don't know. So Katie finally reaches over and she swipes it. And you can see he had this like,
Relief.
like this relief. Like, he
Because
doesn't
now he knows where to go, and he kind
Well,
of.
no, not yet. Oh, not yet. So he swipes. She swipes and it picks us up. But then the Uber app notices it picked us up like 5 miles away from the airport.
That's right.
So the Uber app goes, "Oh,
Lyft.
why did," or the
Yeah,
Lyft,
Lyft.
sorry, Lyft. This is Lyft. The Lyft app goes, "Why did you not pick this person up?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, just show this guy the map." Like, stop asking him
Just
questions.
need to go.
If on those apps you click as a driver to chat, it'll be like, you don't need to chat while you're driving. You don't need to
Right.
do this while
Yeah,
you're
I'm
driving.
like-
But yet you keep asking him questions while he's
I'm
driving.
like, ask him the questions after he has dropped us off, please. So
Grief.
at this point, I'm like, you know what? We're in this. So I was like, Katie, just
pick one.
I was
Katie.
like, can you just hit the bottom one that was just like other, like whatever? And so she clicks it, and then
Did it ask for an other description?
no, but finally, so it pulls up the map, but it's not in navigation mode. It's just the full, like it shows
Overview.
the full
Yep.
view, and I'm like.
We're
I'm like,
never going to
surely,
get
getting there.
Surely he knows, like at this point though, how to click it. And so he keeps driving and he's looking at it and he's driving and he's looking at it. I'm like, he doesn't know how to get it in navigation. So I'm like, Katie, can you tap the screen again?
Just.
Why hadn't Katie taken over at this point?
I mean, she sort of kind of did.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
well, she kind of looks like you. She just goes back to her phone and
yeah,
tells Jordan,
she would just go
tell
back,
her to
you
do
know,
something.
she was doing what I was telling her, but but she just wasn't, I don't think any of us thought we needed
Well, of course, I
we
don't know
needed
that
to step
Katie's
by
ever
step.
Lifted. Did
She's
y'all
lifted
lift
once.
alone?
I think we
Yeah.
lifted once
Okay.
or twice.
Yeah.
And again, you wouldn't assume that you're
Together.
in this lift with a rated driver that you would have to
Yeah.
to swipe through step by step the
For him
process
and his
for
phone.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she hits it one last time and it gets in the navigation and we at least have a direction. And he did seem to at least follow the directions.
He followed the
Very
directions.
well.
Easy to
and
do at 30 miles
and
an
I
hour.
feel
Yeah.
like, well, he sped up to maybe 45.
Yeah, but
And
we
we
were
never
not going
did the speed
fast.
limit.
No.
We never did the
Everyone
speed
was
limit.
passing us.
and we finally, I feel like somebody honked at us really bad at one point, but we finally got, and I remember and then we pulled up, so then we get to the red light,
to turn into
and Pop
into-
Century is literally turn right, and you're here, like there's the big Pop Century signs. And so we're sitting, and this I am paying attention to because I'm ready now. I'm ready to be here. Like I'm
frustrated
ready.
at
I'm
this
frustrated. I'm
point.
ready to get out. And so we're there, and I go, I mean, there's no one in front of us. And I look at Jordan, I go, does he not know you can turn right on red? Like, we can turn right on red. Why is he not turning?
He's
Because I'm
digging
thinking
through his console. He's not paying
like,
attention.
He's not paying attention. I'm like, if it turns green, he's going straight. And this is our hotel.
Like, we're right there.
So, like, I'm like, let's just get out here. Like, we can just get out and roll our bags
Why
up.
did you not drop your riders off at the proper location?
But he did finally, when he looked at, he finally turned right.
We were ready to all be like, turn!
Help.
But we didn't have to. He did turn right because he was trying to find his ID, because the Lyft drivers do have to present their IDs when they
Except
check
for
in.
between then and when we got there,
He still didn't have it.
he acted like he didn't know he needed to show an ID when she asked for it.
Yeah.
Because she did ask for it. And she's like trying to help him. And she's looking at us and smiling.
She could tell, like, she looked at us like, you guys have had a rough ride, haven't you?
Yeah. And we're like,
Like, you could just tell.
oh, this is.
Yeah. And he did eventually present his ID, and we learned that he was born in what year?
Oh, let's see. He was born in 1948. Yes. He was born in
Which again, there are many people that are older and operate things just fine, but I just don't know that this job was for this man.
Yes, because my dad turned 77 in this past December, and he was born in 49.
Yeah.
So he's 78, and he's a Lyft driver.
Yeah.
Which, hey, kudos to you if you're 78 and you want to keep working.
Yeah.
And I would think Lyft is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're good with technology. And he's
the
not.
key. Yeah. So I really hope that gentleman is doing well somewhere. You know, we still tipped him the normal amount. Like, it was a very unfortunate situation. We survived. We made it to the hotel.
Yeah.
Dropped us off. That sigh of relief of like, okay, we're here. Like, the day did not go as planned, but we got here. We checked in. At first, the room wasn't ready, but probably within about 10 minutes, the room was ready.
Well, yeah, because we were doing the regular, which was, I think Courtney ran off to the bathroom. She wanted to put some shorts on. We were going to take turns staying with the bag.
We were just going to check our bags.
And then we wanted to go look in the gift shop, which we did. Then the room was ready. And then we wanted the resort cup because we were thirsty. And then we went to the room, dropped the bags, and then
could finally go to Epcot.
we finally went to Epcot.
Finally.
We started going to Epcot at 4:00 in the morning.
And finally walked into Epcot at.
Well,
Sorry, did I miss a story? Bus ride or something?
Not the worst thing ever, but it just added to the day. We took the Skyliner because we're on the pop, thing.
Skyliner.
Yes.
So we get on the Skyliner and we take off from the little station, and we're still on like kind of the incline and just a hard stop. But when you hard stop in the Skyliner
and it's windy.
You go swinging.
And I had PTSD from the Ferris wheel in California adventure.
And funny story, I was completely fine.
You're living your dream.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm on the Skyliner.
We're
It's
just
gonna break
flashing
right
back
now.
to the Ferris wheel, and you're living your dream.
Like, we're not going to get to go to Epcot, but I'm going to get some good stuff. Like, if we have to break that water out, this is it, guys. We're finally here. And so I'm like, oh, what's wrong? And Courtney like went, and I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, are you not paying attention? And I'm like, oh, this is fine. This is just a Skyliner. Like, this is all
not fine
good.
to
And
one
Courtney's-
of your bucket list items.
yeah, Courtney's like, this is not fine. This is not fine. And it was only like, what, 10, 12 minutes?
It was like 10 minutes, but considering our day already, it was like, good grief. Like, can something else go
running
wrong?
400 minutes behind all day. So I was like,
What's 410?
we're at Disney.
Really?
We're on the Skyliner. What else
Yeah.
could you want, Courtney?
We're so close to getting there. But yeah, it was about a 10-minute delay. Wasn't the worst. We didn't crash, so Michelle did not get any cool free things out of it.
No. Didn't even get the water.
Still got to keep that on the bucket list. But finally made it into Epcot. Our Lightning Lane window, I think, ended at like 1:15, and I think we walked in at like 1 o'clock. So we had 15 minutes, though, to get from the back of the park where, Michelle had to activate. So, Michelle, we haven't gone over this yet.
Oh,
but
yeah. So we're coming in, like, we get off the Skyliner and we're walking down the path, and I can see the ticket. I can see the security. I see security, and I go, oh, no. Jordan goes, what? I go, I don't have a ticket. I go, I have to go activate my annual pass. And she was like, You do. And I was like, I know. What if there's not? Because I can see the security, but I can't really see that there's a ticket booth there.
Yeah.
But there's always a ticket booth there.
We just weren't quite so sure there was a ticket booth back there.
Where it was, or
it's the back entrance.
Are they manning it? And so we get up there and I'm like, so you guys just go ahead and go through security and the tickets. We went through security, and then but on the back side, it's very small. Like security is really quick at this time, because everyone's been at Epcot for 8 hours by the time we went to Epcot. And so, and then the turnstiles where you're going to scan in are just right there. Yeah. So to the left, I see it and I go, okay, I'm going to go. Well, I got over there. And I was trying to get there because there wasn't anybody in this little family who did not speak really good English from somewhere else got in front of me. And they were trying to ask a cast member who probably has been cast member of the year, I don't know, 45 years ago, because she's at the end of her cycle of working at Disney.
Life cycle?
I mean, she's getting close. And so she's trying to help them, but you can tell that, like, she is not in it to win it. Like, this is not now cast member of the year. This is give me your money and go away, cast member. And I don't really have the answers to your questions, and I don't speak your language. So I don't even understand what you're asking me. So they're up there. I realize they're buying a ticket for tomorrow. Of course you are. I just need to get in. I have a ticket. I just want to come.
Because for those of you who may not know, Michelle now has an annual pass.
Yes.
For this year.
But like I wanted my little hard copy, and I wanted the whole 9 yards. So
and you have to activate it before your first visit.
You have to activate it
in person.
In person. You can do that at Disney Springs. There's if you're just on your first day, you can go to Disney Springs and do it. You could do it at any park at a ticket booth, which is what I did. And this poor little family was staying at Beach Club. So not poor family, but poor as in they just didn't know what they were doing. You know, it was a little sad.
Helpless little family.
Yeah.
Helpless little family. And so I went ahead and went up. I heard the questions, because you can't help. Look, if you're at Disney and you you pay attention, because you just hear stuff, and it's cute when you hear it wrong. And then when you hear it wrong, you're trying to decide, do I tell them
or do I move on?
Do I not? And how long is it going to take if I tell them? Because I have a plan. So so I get up, she just activates me, but not giving me a hard copy. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm just not going to do it. It's fine. Yeah. And then I stopped to help this little family, because they were coming the next day. They didn't know about early magic hours. They didn't know about anything.
Yeah.
Early entry. So I helped them a little bit and then sent them on their way. I met you guys up at the path, and we got
finally
going.
started our park day.
Did you make it by 1:15?
We did. We made it. We made it to Nemo, which was our first.
All that took
first one of the day.
Less than 5 minutes.
I mean,
you had a 10-minute walk to Nemo.
Yeah, but I mean, it was about I mean, when I was helping them, I was very quick, very
but
short,
it felt
shorthand.
Like it was going to be the end of it, right?
Yeah, I just couldn't. I was just like, I need to go.
Yeah, and then the day went pretty well from there. We wanted to experience Flower and Garden Festival, which was super cute. We got to see all the topiaries. It was a very high spring break crowd, so lots of people. We did sacrifice a couple of rides getting there that late. So like we didn't get to go on Test Track, but
talk a little bit real quick about your lightning lanes that you had planned. They were disappearing pretty quick by this point, and then with all the delays, you really didn't have a chance, right?
Yeah, we did not get to do Test Track because it was already sold out by the time we got there, and that one just never populated. Logan from the couch at home sat there and refreshed the screen for us while we were walking around, and did score us a Remy.
Yes.
For the end of the night,
I did that for
which
about an
worked
hour
out.
And a half.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just watching basketball, but I was just
that's how sold
logged
out
in as you
were.
And was just refreshing.
Yeah. And I had give up. I mean, I'm being honest.
We
like
just
I just
assumed
was like,
we had Frozen.
We'll do single rider is what I thought we would do.
I tried to get Remy or Test Track for about an hour and a half. Test Track never showed up.
Nope. Yeah.
Remy showed up about 5 or 6 times, and I missed it the first 5 times. By the time you click on it, but I did finally get one.
Yeah, and you got us for the end of the night, which was perfect because we wanted to end back there to take the Skyliner back. But it it was heavy crowds. We had 2 different instances with lightning lanes where the rides had gone down for a little bit of time, and then the lightning lane took a long time to get through.
Well, that was with Guardians. So
Guardians.
normally
Soarin' and Guardians both had long.
and I normally, and somebody got sick on Soarin'. Like I know
Yeah, they
they
had
went
to
down.
one
They
side
went
shut
down
down
to
or
one
something.
side. Yeah, and then. But then while they were on Guardians, I thought, well, I'll go do single rider for Test Track because I do that all the time. And I could see when I walked up, it didn't look good. And so I went up and talked to the cast member and I was like, hey, like my friends are over here. They're doing Guardians. I don't do Guardians. I mean, I did and it was great, but I'm not doing it now. So I thought I would do this. But what does it really look like in the single rider? And he kind of went, I mean, I'm telling you, he said, could be a little bit sooner or later. He said, but you're probably looking at least an hour from the way the line looks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Well,
Because I
your-
just did it in January
And
with
your
all of
Guardians
us.
was- you had a lightning lane, but it was out.
we had the purchase single lightning lane for Guardians, and it had been shut down for about 3 hours that afternoon.
Yeah.
And it had probably only opened maybe 30 to 45 minutes before our time. And when we got there, the lightning lane line was lined up like if there was a block at Disney, it was lined up down the block. It was outside. Everyone was like, "This is the lightning lane line." Like, no, what?
It's far enough back that you can't see the sign
yeah.
for lightning lane.
We could not see. Yeah,
Right.
it's and so we got in it. But now they shout out to Disney's cast members because they figured out a way to move that line. By the time we got out, it was gone. But we probably waited about 45 minutes,
Probably.
Yeah.
altogether. And
So
the
you still
lightning
would have been in line for
lane.
Test Track.
I still would have been in line
Yeah.
for Test Track. And I mean, I just went. The weather was so good.
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
just went
beautiful.
over and I handled a couple work things while
Yeah.
they were doing that and chilled and just
And again,
relaxed.
we knew we weren't going to get to everything that day. And when you have spring break crowds, the lines are going to be insane. Even your lightning lane lines sometimes are going to be long, and you just have to accept like you're not going to to get everything, and
But
that's okay.
Test Track's the only big one you didn't ride.
Yeah, Test Track's the only big one we
Did
didn't
you
ride.
ride Spaceship Earth?
No. That one also was like shut down most of the day,
And we were
and then
okay
had
with
a
it.
long line, and we don't wait longer than 5 minutes for that.
Yes.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's really about the only stuff
Well,
you
we didn't ride
get
the
to
mission
Well, that is
yeah, we don't do
Yeah.
that.
None of us are going to
None
ride
of us
Mission
None of us
Space.
ride that one.
ever again.
Would you rather?
Yeah. But we walked around, we got to walk around the countries and check out, we took our time walking around back
Yeah.
there.
Okay, real quick.
She has a confession to make.
You have a confession?
I do.
Go for it.
So on the pre-trip, when we talked about eating, I said we were eating anywhere except one place.
Mexico?
No.
Oh no, we did eat at Mexico.
Yeah. You,
No,
We
where's the
actually
one
got- we
place
got a
Michelle
nice little
refuses
snack.
to eat at Epcot that we like?
I don't know why I'm blanking. Oh, she's like, I will not eat at Connections Cafe. But Katie might want a slice of pizza, but I'm not eating there. What happened?
Katie did get a slice of pizza because that's where we ate. But we did eat at Mexico.
Somebody force your hand.
Yes. By the time the Guardians
The day
thing
forced
happened,
our hand.
the day
we
forced
ate
our
in
hand.
Mexico
This
for lunch,
tilt
and we had
listeners.
connections for dinner.
I had a whole work thing and to be honest, like it's not that we could have gotten a reservation to eat at 10 different places. I'm just being honest. We could have gotten a reservation to eat. But if we did that, we were going to miss out on all the other stuff. And nobody really wanted to do that. And really, I just needed some popcorn. I think I had two buckets of popcorn there.
Yeah.
And
Listeners,
we ate there.
if you've followed along to this point, this has got to be the biggest sign of how the day went.
Yes.
That we ate at Connections.
Michelle ate at Connections
My
Cafe.
pizza
It
was
is
good.
my
And
least
actually
favorite.
kind of was the one who suggested it.
Yeah.
I
to
did.
be honest.
Did y'all
I was
laugh?
like, no, I did. I was like, it's fine. And Jordan was like, but you said, and I was like, I know. But this particular festival, like we had looked at some of the food booths and stuff like that, and pretty quickly if it's for you.
Wasn't for us this time.
It wasn't for us this time.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was for a lot of other people because we watched a lot of a lot of lines. There were a lot of specialty non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
For those of you that do drink, there was obviously tons of things about alcohol, which isn't us. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So,
and you had the Mexican
we
pavilion
did Mexican
for lunch.
pavilion for
and
lunch.
it was
so
just as good as it always is.
But at that point of the day, we were ready to just eat dinner, shop.
One thing about that, something I've never noticed, and I don't know if it's new or if it's been that way for 20 years, and I just have not noticed. They, at the Mexican pavilion, there at the little restaurant, they have chicken tenders and fries.
They do. It was on the menu.
Regular chicken tenders and
I think
fries.
they've always had chicken tenders.
It's probably been new.
I feel like they used to not
They are
have it.
they are listening to the podcast and they were like, we have to add another place with chicken tenders.
Yeah, because
So they had it all the way in Mexico.
which we did
How
not.
about America?
We did not eat chicken strips. We all had Mexican food.
yeah.
But because we always, sometimes we do the nacho. Did you do the nachos?
I'll do the nachos.
Yeah, Jordan did the nachos. Courtney and I and Katie, we did the empanadas, which are really good, the cheese empanadas. I don't know what the verde sauce. I don't know. I don't love the little green sauce, but I scrape it off.
I like it.
But
It's good.
at the end, so we got to do Remy, which we weren't sure we were going to, and we did, and that was really great. And we all had a single rider.
No, we had a lightning lane.
Yeah. Oh, not single rider. I'm sorry.
With us.
We had a
Yes,
single
we did
rider
have a
with
single
us.
rider with us.
We had a lightning lane, but then because there's a single rider there, you will, if like we were a party of 4.
Yeah.
So we were getting extra
2
people.
and 2 plus your 2
And
single
so we had
riders.
little friends with us, which did,
We let them in.
we let them in. We didn't even look at them funny, like, what are you doing?
We knew the drill.
We knew the drill. We did that. And then Katie and I are done.
I do want to throw one more thing you skipped. You got to ride Living with the Land.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we did.
We did.
We did.
And
we
it was
tried.
as
I missed
good
the
as it
first
always
time.
is.
Yeah, we
and I
tried.
requested a FaceTime.
And the
And
signal
how many
did
times
not
did you
work.
try to call me?
Like 20. Enough that the Facebook app was like, Logan's probably not available. Do you still want to keep trying? And I was like, yes.
Because you had texted me like, we're on it. I'm about to call you. And I was like, okay, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And then I
It
waited.
was not meant to be.
and then I pulled up the Messenger app and I had 25 missed calls, but it never connected.
Yeah.
You know what also wasn't meant to be?
So anyway, just wanted to point that out. We did try.
Their quick trip to Disney Springs. So Courtney had been last year.
You thought the day
Oh, this
was
is okay.
over.
This is jumping back forward.
Yeah.
You and Katie are done.
We're done.
Yeah. So we're back at the end of the
We're
night.
gonna split up. We're
Park is
getting
closed.
out.
To get a crepe.
We're getting out of Remy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting cold.
It's like
but
10
not
minutes till
cold
park
like,
close.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes till park close, and we're not talking cold, Logan. Like I'm gonna go buy a coat, but not a whole lot far from it. I'm a little chilly.
It's on the chilly side.
But Katie wanted a crepe, and I'm like, I do too. And so, because we love the crepes there. So, Katie got the berry crepe, and I got the ham and cheese. And I'm not even going to try to say it because I'm going to say it all wrong. And so, mine's a buckwheat with ham and cheese, and it's very good. So we get that, and we're eating it as we're walking to the Skyliner. And so we're trying to hoof it because I see the show, because the show at Epcot, it's at 9. It's going off at the end of park. That's how the park closes. We're not a fan. It's fine. It's a good
You're
show.
hoofing it. It sounds like you're running away from it.
We're running from the show. I'm trying
Like
to
it
get to
would
the
burn your eyes if
Skyliner
you saw it.
before these people are coming.
Oh, you're trying to beat
because
the
the
crowd.
Yeah, she's trying
Skyliner
to beat
is
the crowds.
going
Trying to get away from the fireworks.
Jordan
Well,
and I
that
had
too.
already left to
They
go
left.
get
They're
in
10
line
minutes
for the
ahead of us. So they are 10 minutes ahead of us
Yes.
somewhere, but I don't know where because I don't know what they're doing and how they're getting out because we had a couple different plans. But Courtney wanted this shirt that is a play on the Taylor Swift Florida
there it is.
waiting for it.
shirt. So one was last year and it was pink.
And
it
it
sold
sold
out
out.
in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so fast last
Yeah.
year.
And they didn't restock it, I don't think.
And so midday, Courtney was on Facebook and she saw they had dropped a new version of it this year in yellow. And we had seen that some people had seen it at Disney Springs, but also we checked the Epcot store and they were already out. of her size.
There were
they
like
only had
two
like
shirts left.
two shirts left, and they were large size. And we're like, oh my gosh, this shirt just dropped today.
Yeah.
Like that's how ridiculous Disney merch is. But we heard that it was at Springs, and we knew there'd be a lot. And I told Courtney, I was like, I'm down to go to Springs when the park closes if you want to. Like, we will go find this shirt.
Yeah, because park closes at 9, right?
Yeah. And
But-
Springs doesn't
So
close
Springs
till 11.
Is open till 11.
And Katie and Michelle were like, no, we're going to bed.
We've been up since 3 a.m. at this point,
I'm going,
just as a reminder.
Yeah. And I'm old. So like we're in line to go for that, and they're off making their trek to go. And then I've got these people behind me. It's always some people, and they're talking about they're going to ride the mountains. Like he was like this guy who's like, I don't know, maybe he's 25, 26, 27. He goes, well, Dad, tomorrow, today we drank around the world. Tomorrow I'm going to ride all the mountains. And I was sitting there. And so he's talking about starting a Magic Kingdom. And again, I thought, do I tell him? Because he's talking about Big Thunder Mountain.
Which has been closed for over a year.
It's like, I'm thinking, dude, it's closed.
And one of them's not called Mountain anymore.
Right?
Yeah, true.
Like,
So
yeah.
he's really just going to ride Space Mountain.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Be disappointed.
Right. And so I'm like, hey, you're not going to ride Big Thunder Mountain because it's not working. It's down. It's being renovated and refurbished. And he goes, really? And I go, he goes, all day? And I went,
All year.
all year. It's going to open in like May.
Here's
or
our card.
June.
Listen to our podcast.
And he was like, oh. And so then they're standing there and they go, the dad goes, hey, do you know what time the park opens tomorrow? And I'm like, what? I'm like, well, let me look in the app since we don't have anything else to do.
Here's how you find
And I said, but
it.
I'm pretty sure early entry will be 8:30 tomorrow.
Early what?
Early entry.
I
And
know.
he's like,
You don't know what that is.
he was like, oh, he goes, when we get in early, I go, right, 8:30. And so he was like, oh, okay. And then the other people are still talking about how they can't believe Big Thunder's down. So that was me and Katie's life while we're in line, the 9 million mile line for the Skyliner. Meanwhile, my friends here are trying to get to Disney Springs. So now tell everyone how you got there.
We should have had 2 hours to make it to Disney Springs, which you say, no big deal. You can get there in no time.
And you didn't want to do a lift.
We didn't want to do the lift because of
because
the
you've
prior
got-
experience.
and you've got
we have free transportation. So we were at the back of Epcot. And honestly, I don't know that there was a better way we could have done it. Like, we
Learning
figured...
what we now know after we got to Hollywood.
Yeah, we were back at the Skyliner.
We would have been in the same situation.
Yeah. So we were like, we'll take the Skyliner over to Hollywood Studios and we'll catch a bus to Disney Springs. Seemed like it should have been a pretty simple idea. We got to the Skyliner line a little earlier than you guys, so we didn't have to wait too long, but we still waited about 15, 20 minutes to get on. We make it over to Hollywood. It's a decent ride over there. It's not super short. We get to Hollywood, we get to the buses, and we're looking like, where's the Disney Springs bus? And next to Disney Springs, it literally said, take a bus to any other resort and then catch a bus. And we're like, what? Because normally there is a Springs bus from the parks. But I guess when the park closes, they need all of the other buses from the parks to go to the resorts.
Yeah.
So they just flip, there's no Springs bus. And we're like, well, shoot, what do we do now? So Courtney had a good idea. And she was like, well, why don't we just take the bus to whatever is like the closest resort to Springs? Because then we're at least making our way over there, right? We're not wasting time traveling somewhere else. And then we can just take a bus from that resort over to Springs. So we knew that Saratoga Springs was the closest resort that would get us there.
Neither of us had been to Saratoga
Neither of us
Springs.
had been to Saratoga Springs. We're like, easy enough. You get off, you take the bus. We figure out the stall. We walk over. Oh, the bus pulls right up. We're like, yes, our transportation woes. We're finally having some good luck. Like, we're just excited.
Spirit, Live, Skyliner, just flashing before your eyes.
Yes.
We're like, oh, but the bus is here. We don't even have to wait. Oh, we're okay. So we get on, we sit. We get over to Saratoga Springs, and this one's a little bit on us, but like
we didn't pay attention to.
We did not. At some of the larger Disney resorts, there are multiple bus stops. Yeah. We are used to staying at the lower level ones that just have one bus stop.
Get off at the same
and you
spot.
just get off.
Except on this trip, you were at Coronado.
Later though. We had been at Pop, so we were used to one bus stop still.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
So it pulls up and it's like the bus goes, "Welcome to Disney Saratoga Springs." So we get off because there was nothing that told us not to get off. And we get off, and like we're the only 2 people out of the 20 people on the bus that get off. And we're like, why?
2 other people.
Oh yeah, 2 other people got off. 4 people got off, and we were like, why is nobody else getting off? Like, this is weird. But we're committed, right? You know?
Yep.
So we get off, and we realize we've been dropped at one of like 6 bus stops at Saratoga Springs. And we're not at the main lobby. And the next bus to Disney Springs is not for another 20 minutes to this particular stop. So we're like, it's cool. Saratoga Springs is supposed to have a walkway. Well, we look up the walkway on the map, and it's a very long walk.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, they're also supposed to have boats. So we were like, well, where's the boat? Like, we can at least make our way over to the boat, because we didn't want to wait 17 minutes for the bus. It's like, what, 10 o'clock at this point? So we have an hour till the store closes. And so we navigate, because the app has a nice little navigate thing that will, show you your path.
Yeah.
So we navigate over to the bus or to the boat. And at this point, Michelle calls us because they've made it back to the hotel.
Yep.
And she's like, "Where are you guys?" And Courtney's like,
Saratoga Springs.
And I was like, oh. And I remember looking at my watch going, okay,
it's been an hour at this point.
We're going to bed. So we'll see you in the morning. Good luck.
And Courtney and I are just literally laughing at this point. Like, we're to the point of hysteria. Like, It's just too funny. And we finally get to the boat area as a boat is literally about to pull away. And the lady was like, "Oh, where are you guys going?" We're like, "Springs." And she's like, "Oh, the next boat's like a minute behind me. You'll be fine." And we're like, "Okay." So we sit.
And we sit.
And we sit.
And we sit.
And the lady is a liar. Because let me tell you, there were boats that came through, but they did not stop at our stop. They just kept driving by. And we waited
10:30.
Yeah, it's almost 10:30, which is when the boat services stop. And so at this point, we're like, okay, let's just walk the rest of the way, because there is a walkway. So again, we pull up our little map. We start walking. We're walking through a dark golf course. It's very shady.
It's very shady.
Florida.
Florida.
This is what you do,
Scared
Taylor.
Of gators gonna.
They were gator bait.
Well, they were going to get eaten by something. I don't know.
Gator bait.
Gator bait.
Finally make it over to where the springs is, where our map told us to go, and it's a cast member only entrance.
And now it's 10:45. No, I'm kidding. I don't remember.
It's close.
I mean,
close.
We're approaching 10:40.
We had to walk a very long ways around to get to the normal people entrance. Walk through. Security didn't even care about us at that point because they were about to close. We did stop in one store so we came in on the side of Cirque du Soleil.
Yep.
And we needed to get to World of Disney, which is the opposite side of Disney Springs.
What is that? Trends?
Yeah. So there was a Trends over there that were like, sometimes they have the special edition shirts. Let's just go in since we're there. And we did get there around like 10:45. Yeah. And we made a quick sweep, didn't see it. She asked the employee or the cast member if they could look it up.
She said they were sold out. Like, she couldn't find it on like her iPad.
Yeah.
So.
But she's like, my guess is it's sold out. And I was like,
I'm ready. I'm at this point ready to call it a night and leave and go to the resort.
I was like, Courtney, we're so close. Like, we can't not check World of Disney. I feel like it's there. Out of all of our bad luck that we have had today, that shirt is there. I'm feeling it. Let's just walk the rest of the way over to World of Disney. We have to go that way for our bus anyway. Let's just try it.
Yep.
So we get over to World of Disney, And we split up. And there's this bright, sunshiny color of shirts in a little corner. And
it's like, yelling,
Florida. Please be it. And they had, I think we got there at stock night. And they had just restocked all the shirt in all of the sizes. And so Courtney was able to get one. She also got a sweatshirt there that if she would not have gotten it that night, we would not have been. We did not see that sweatshirt the rest of the time either. Right. It was the other shirt she really wanted. Yep. We got the shirt and we made it back to Pop at like midnight.
Yep.
And so the next morning, I had a work call at like 8. I'm trying not to wake them up because that was our off day, but we did have to transfer.
We were transferring over to Coronado.
The plan was just to go straight over to Coronado. And then do Coronado.
Yeah, just be there the whole day.
Yeah, be there the whole day, do the pool and all that. But by this time, Katie has arisen, and she has seen the Tay-Tay shirt, Florida, and she now is a little bit sad because she does not have it. So everybody's talking, and so Jordan's like, I mean, I'm up for going back to Springs. If y'all want to go to Springs.
I'm always up for a merch run,
We're like, okay, so we need to go check these bags. So we go down to check out.
We ate breakfast there instead.
Yep. Wonderful. The breakfast bowl, man, is so good. Mm-hmm. I love the breakfast bowl. Yep. Katie had, I think, pancakes. She didn't do waffles. I think she did pancakes. Did you do the bowl?
I did the bowl as well. Yeah.
And so Courtney and I shared a bowl. It's so big, so good. And then we did we all had gotten a refillable mug, I think, except Katie. But Katie ended up getting one, I think. I can't remember. But I know for sure 3 of us got a mug. And so then, Katie got one because she ended up with a pink one. So we all end up with a mug. We go. It's great. And we're out there to check the bags because we're changing resorts. Mm-hmm. And the line is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then they start splitting it into 2.
Spring break.
Yeah, and they go, if you're checking out, you need to go around back. I think that's what it was. And if you're transferring bags or you're checking in, you want to be in this line. Well, we were in the right line.
And so Disney will transfer your bags from resort to resort if you're staying on property.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very nice.
So we're there, but like I know they're trying to get this shirt, and I'm like, I'll just keep these bags. Y'all go on to Springs, and then I'll just meet you there because I know how to get there, and it'll be fine. So they, Jordan, Courtney, Katie, are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, it'll be fine. So then I've got these little bags, and I did meet the nicest couple who also was resort hopping. And they were like, well, they were really nice about that. And I went, yeah. And they go, and you're really nice. And I go, we're just chill.
You're really nice.
We're just chill. We're just happy to be here. We come all the time. So then we get in, they come all the time too. And then I get all checked in. And I'm walking, and I see the bus, and I'm speed walking, and then there it goes. But I wasn't going to get on it anyway because there was a line.
We barely got on.
There was a line.
We were the last 3
and
people
they saw
left on
me,
that bus.
and they were like, "Bye, goodbye, goodbye." And so then I waited like 20 minutes for the next bus, and met up with you guys, and
we found the shirt for Katie.
Got the shirt for Katie. That took a minute.
It did.
It was not there. They did not have her size initially.
And we went to other stores.
Went to other stores.
Came back in because Michelle was going to get a different shirt.
Yep.
And Courtney and I at this point had learned like the size, like the color of the tag for the size that Katie needed. And anytime someone walked by with any type of yellow shirt, we were like, what is it? And we just happened to be back by the Florida shirt stand again. Katie was contemplating a different shirt that was going to be like a consolation prize.
Yep.
And this lady comes over to restock. And
I saw the green tag.
Courtney zoomed.
I thought she was going to be mad that I was taking it.
Yeah.
But she wasn't, I guess. But because I was like, can I please have that?
It was like, she was like mid putting it on the rack, and Courtney was like, can I please have that? Like, don't even want to risk it.
Showed it to Katie. Katie immediately put the other shirt back.
And that was the second time. But we ended up at that shirt, those shirts a third time.
Yeah, because more people kept wanting them.
On another one, because we got that for a friend for a birthday later.
Yeah.
On another time. And so
that
lots
completed the merch circle.
That was the merch circle. But the rest of the trip went I mean, like, that's all the craziness.
Yeah,
because the rest of it went great. We did end up at the resort.
Yeah.
Coronado is so nice.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're in the casitas or the cabanas or in the tower.
We all talked about that Coronado kind of feels like you get the deluxe vibes, but for moderate pricing.
Yep.
It's such a beautiful resort. We did go back the rest of that day. We ate lunch in their little food court area, which was so good. We got they had coffee, like flavored coffees that you could get.
Yeah.
Everything everyone had for lunch was really good. It's such a cute atmosphere in there. Like everything's just got like the little bit of the Mexican flair.
Yeah.
Our room was ready by the time we got there, which was great. So we were able to go to the room. It took the bags got there shortly after. We ate lunch first. By the time we had finished lunch and went to the room for the first time, the bags were there, and they do deliver your bags there.
But you got to be in the room to get them.
Yeah, had to be in the room, and we did have to call to make sure the bags were ready. But they delivered the bags for us, which was super convenient. And then me, Courtney, and Michelle changed into our swimsuits. Katie was ready for a nap, which I don't blame her. And the three of us went to check out the pool, which is really nice at Coronado.
Very nice.
We had a nice little pool afternoon. No one got terribly sunburned, which Courtney and I were pretty sure we were going to get roasted, but we
did
survived.
the slide.
Did the slide. Yeah, we weren't smart about that.
Because someone with you,
we survived.
Who is a nurse, says, "Why are you putting sun?"
To the two pale people that came with her.
But at this point, it's like 2 or 3 o'clock, and I'm like, "You're not gonna. It's fine." Courtney's like, "It's the hottest part of the day." I'm like, "You'll be fine." And so we get there. Of course, everyone was at the pool. Everyone was at the pool, though.
Yeah, it was a busy pool day.
I mean, we struggled to get some chairs.
Find chairs, but we found some nice ones in the shade. So after we swam for a little bit, hung out in the hot tub, we then went back and relaxed in the shade until it was time to go back.
Yeah.
And we had made dinner reservations that night for Steakhouse. Yeah, yep. Steakhouse 71 at Contemporary. And so the three of us knew we had to go back to get ready for dinner. But since there were 4 ladies that had to get ready for dinner, Courtney went back first. Her and Katie got ready. Me and Michelle took some extra time to hang out at the hammocks, which was, I mean, the weather could not have been better this trip.
But the hammocks,
and those
these
hammocks
are not just regular hammocks, people. These are like comfiest. Luxurious, comfy. Like we could have slept. I think if Jordan and I had laid there 10 more minutes, we would have missed our dinner reservation.
Courtney would have had to come find us.
We were going to be asleep. And these were just fantastic hammocks. So it was comfy. Great.
Easy to get in and out of, which is saying a lot for a hammock.
Yeah. So like if you're looking for not over-themed Disney, if you're looking for a little bit elevated stay, but not pay an elevated price, pay a middle of the road, get a slide and a hot tub.
Yeah.
And a ceiling fan.
It was so nice.
Coronado may be for you. And there's tons of dining there. I think there's like 5 or 6 restaurants. I'm sure we'll do an episode later at some point on Coronado, but
detailing everything.
But there's several restaurants that have all kinds of stuff there. Steakhouse 71 never lets you down.
No, it was so good.
It's all the chocolate cake, the service, everything. And then they had cakes, the Muppet cakes. So those weren't eggs. Those were like at first when we were there, I thought they were eggs because there are eggs everywhere else.
I thought they were too.
They're cakes. Those were specifically cakes. There are bunches of Easter eggs out at Easter time, but that was a whole thing on the Muppets and it was special, but we got some good pictures of that. And then we had an early day the next day.
Yeah, we did not stay out too late that night because we were going to be rope dropping Michelle style at Magic Kingdom, which means we have to leave our room by 6:30. No.
Yeah, it was a little. It was. I said, like 6:45. I think because we weren't sure because that's the only thing about Coronado. The bigger resorts have multiple bus stops.
Yeah, which we already learned about.
Yes. And newsflash, at Coronado, the tower is the highest end of rooms that they have. Mm-hmm. And they're at bus stop 1.
They're technically bus stop 2, but they're the last one to be picked up for the park.
Yeah.
But
we were bus
called
stop
them too.
4, I think, but we were the third one to be picked up in like the round. So we figured we'd risk it. A lot of times at those bigger resorts, especially on a spring break crowd, it can be worth it to walk over to like the first bus stop that gets picked up to make sure you can get on the bus. But early entry, we didn't have any issues at all.
Yeah. And then we got on the bus. We got
You're
to
the first bus of the day.
We were the first bus of the day there.
You're not competing for a spot with a lot of people.
We got over there and walked up, and we were, I mean, in the first, I don't know, I mean, what, quarter of the line, I think.
Yeah, we were pretty close.
Got through security. New thing, not sure. Logan tried it out in January, but they're not, like, it is not your battery pack that is stopping you from going through.
Nope.
Because we stopped even getting them out.
Packs
I didn't intentionally try it out. I've just never taken mine out.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't intentional.
I've been searched so much, I don't even know what to do, and I'm running out of things to take out of my bag. But no one got stopped this time, and I had a backpack every day that we were in a park, so no biggie there. And then other than people not being nice and cutting in front of me in line, which I just let go.
Just happens every time at this point.
Just happens. But we did really good. And we went and
like in the beginning, like when you're in the front quarter, you said the first quarter of line, which probably means
I had some people that were, when we got up there, like as normally happens, they'll open up a couple more turnstiles. We were lucky because when we came up from the buses, we were on that first end.
Yeah.
And we went ahead and got through.
Kind of like we were in January.
But this time they weren't. Right after us, they started directing people on down the other way, further down. But we were right there, and we were going to rope drop space,
which was different for you guys.
Different for us because we don't always. We have done it before, but
we paid for the lightning lane because it was spring break. We paid for the lightning lane for Seven Doors Mine Train, and then actually got lucky with our regular lightning lanes and got an early morning time for Peter Pan. And those are usually the two that that y'all focus on
first thing,
rope drop. And so when we were doing our plan, we were like, oh, we have lightning lanes for
and
both
I was
of
like,
those.
just do space. And they're like, but Jordan was like, but you don't ride it. I go, I'll be fine. Like, I'll just wander around, go to the bathroom. I might drive the little cars to Tomorrowland Speedway, except for it did not open at rope drop this time. It did right after that for a vlogger, but for me that day it didn't. So I ended up just hanging out, which was fine. I enjoyed
Which is why
the
all of you
atmosphere.
listeners, we did not get Michelle video herself.
She was going to.
I was going to do it, but it just wouldn't open. I was even in line, but it just wouldn't open.
Yep.
But we turned right to go into Tomorrowland, and I looked at the three of them, and I was like, have y'all ever gone to Tomorrowland for a rope drop? And they're like, no.
It was
this
just
feels weird.
I think we've done it
Their
one other
autopilot
time.
was
Intentionally.
Like we've done it, but it's usually because
Seven Dwarfs was
right. It's
not
you
opening.
backtrack to it or something.
Like
So we had to
we
choose
kind of went,
something
but we're
else.
walking down through there, and it's like what we're like very
wide
near the
open.
front, and it's wide open.
No one
it's
goes
just
to
space.
Tomorrowland. So if you want to do Space Mountain, I don't know what the Tron line looked like, but that one's usually open back there. It's a good key if you don't want to go wait in all the crazy Fantasyland stuff. Tomorrowland's a good option.
And
to
I
rope
don't
drop.
know that Tron is open for early entry, but people are getting in line.
Yeah.
So that they're in line. So that when the park opens, they're going to at
Otherwise,
least
you
get to
gotta pay
ride
for
it.
it.
They're going to have to pay for it,
Y'all
and the
paid for
line's going to
that.
get long.
And
Yeah,
you
we had
paid
already
for-
paid for Tron.
And
so,
Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah. So we got in Space Mountain. It opened right on time. We hardly waited in the line at all once they let us through.
Katie rode that one.
Katie
yeah.
rode it with
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
She won't
And then
ride it more than
everything
once
else?
in a trip
Me
though.
neither.
The only
Me
thing
neither.
that was down, so we didn't have Splash at that time.
At that time, yeah.
We ended up getting it.
What's that
Which
now?
not
For a
Tiana.
lightning lane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Tiana's
Tiana.
Bayou. Sorry, it'll always
Just saying,
be
since you
Splash
told the
Mountain.
guy the day
We-
before he wouldn't get to ride very many mountains.
We got
Yeah.
lucky with our lightning lanes, and I don't know if this happens every time or if
Yeah.
it was a glitch, but it really set us up for success the rest of the day. Before the park even opened, it was like 9:03.
Yep.
I don't know. We got off of Space and we went ahead and did Dumbo and we did Little Mermaid, all in the early entry. And it was like 9:03, so our first actual scheduled lightning lane was PhilharMagic. And we were about to go sign in, and we got an alert that like your lightning lane has been moved, which a lot of times happens if a ride goes down close to your lightning lane time. And most of the time it just turns into like a free lightning lane to use at any point in that day for specific rides.
Yeah.
They limit it now so you can't get the big ones. But it turned into a free lightning lane, and Michelle noticed it said like book your next lightning lane now. But like we were already holding 3 regular lightning lanes. The one just turned into like a generic
because that
one.
was haunted. It was haunted.
Haunted Mansion went down, which was like our 10 o'clock lightning lane.
And I was like, and Jordan was like,
was,
well, I don't think it's gonna do it, but you can try. And I was like, okay. So I got in there and I was like, select all, and did it. And I think, what did I get?
There was like a noon Tiana's.
Yeah, that's why I picked that.
So
and I was
she
like, I'll just take
grabbed
it if it'll let me.
Yeah.
And it let you.
And a letter. And so then we immediately...
So now technically you have
now
4
we're holding 4
multi-pass lightning lanes.
So we scan in to fill our magic, which should have been the first time we got to rebook. And as soon as we scan in, sure enough, a new one opens up. So we go in and we get Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
So
now,
your generic one that came from Haunted being down actually just turned into like this
a
ghost lightning
free
lane.
Yeah, that we were just gonna. Yeah,
that wasn't counting
but it
against
wasn't
our
counting
3,
against you.
which
And
I've
I
never
always-
had happen.
And I always call that when that happens to us, I just hang on to it because it's just a ride in your pocket.
You either still use it for
Yeah.
the one just later in the day whenever it comes back up, or like in our situation, we went
and had breakfast.
we got breakfast.
And we're hanging out, and we're kind of haunted was still down, and we were kind of watching it as we went down. And
We
then
ate breakfast over in that area.
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow
Yeah.
waffles, love it. Y'all went and tried to get a coffee.
Yeah, it was the White Rabbit.
Oh, you got a coffee in the morning.
Yeah, we got the White Rabbit, which like a specialty white chocolate raspberry
It was pretty
coffee,
good.
which was good.
And Katie and I went ahead and got the breakfast for us, met up with you guys. We ate right there in Liberty Square where we always do because there's plenty of tables. It's really quiet. It's nice, just you and the birds. And then when we got up, we're walking and we kind of looked and I was like, oh, I don't think it's up. And I think you noticed.
We started walking to Pirates because Haunted was still showing as closed. And then I like refreshed the map and all of a sudden it showed 13. Which for Haunted Mansion is the code that is actually a walk on. And I was like, it's open.
So we turned, we
literally
pivoted literally and got back up there. And we were pretty fast. I mean, we just walked all the way through the queue.
Some of the first ones on it.
So much so, Jordan was doing the dreaded suck your coffee down.
Yes.
Yeah. The brain
Courtney and I
freeze.
still had our coffee left and we were like,
Jordan was like, well, I got a really bad brain freeze, but I got it.
but I did it.
Brain freeze and caffeine high.
But then the
Suck
day,
down cold brew like that.
but like that whole day, it just went like it was supposed to. Like
had
we
a
had all those
perfect
lightning
day.
lanes. We rode everything we wanted to
We
ride.
used our mystery one for Pooh because Pooh had sold out at a certain point. So we used our free one since we didn't need it for Haunted Mansion anymore. We were able to use that for Pooh. We had done all of the rides and done a meet and greet for the princesses. We did both the princess meet and greets and a Pooh Bear meet and greet. Yep. Had done every single ride that we wanted to for that day by 6 p.m.
And so we
on
went
a spring break Saturday.
So we went ahead.
We
and
killed
I was
it.
like, I just didn't want chicken tender. I just, it was one of those days where we had eaten, the Epcot day had gone the way, and I had eaten at Connections. So I was like, I deserve it. So we ate at Tony's, which is not gonna, like, I love it. And for all of you people that say it's a low level Olive Garden, you're crazy because it's better than Olive Garden.
It was really good. I'd never been there before.
And so we had a nice dinner, but not like rushed, but also not like 2 hours. It wasn't a character meal. It was just regular priced. I mean, it wasn't terrible. And so we did that and met Mickey.
Yeah.
Ended up meeting
we met
Mickey. Yeah. We took our little meet and greet because he was like, what was it, 10 minutes or something?
Yeah.
And so we did that because that's there with Tony's. And then we still
greets.
watched the parade.
Meet and greets are something that Katie likes to do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She
had a
specific
few
ones
that she wanted to do.
Yeah. And
And you had time for it. And it's not that
Yeah.
you wouldn't make time either way, but because you got everything in.
she had a few meet and greet. Like she wanted to
No
meet
questions.
Pooh at Epcot in Christopher Robin's bedroom. And remembered that we
wasn't
missed
there.
it. It was
Yeah.
only like it stopped at like 3:30.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
kind of strange. So I don't know if
Y'all
there
didn't
was
make
a
it there
cast
till
member
3:30.
issue. But I was like, well, Pooh is at Magic.
Magic.
So we'll make sure you do that, which we did, and that worked in well. Pooh and Tigger, and then the both sides of the princesses, which we watched a miniature princess behave very badly, like an evil stepsister.
Never a dull moment in those lines.
And then we did those. And the princesses were very talkative because we had our jerseys on.
She got the princess, the surprise princess that she wanted.
Yeah, she got Belle.
Yep,
was
she
who
got Belle.
wanted to see. And
Yeah,
Tiana.
I think Jordan told me you all had princess jerseys on, and you got to meet all of your princesses that you were wearing, except for Jasmine.
Jasmine's meet and greet. At that, we were not intentionally planning on that, but we got 3 out of the 4 princesses in that meet and greet line.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool because it's not always guaranteed. And the surprise princess on one side was Rapunzel, and the surprise princess on the other side was Belle.
Yep.
And then Tiana was one of the main ones.
And I thought I had us Jasmine. Like they were trying to get a coffee. Which they were not successful, but they were trying to get a coffee, and it was a long walk. But I thought, but they were ending. They'd already closed the line.
They
off.
stopped the Jasmine ones at like 3 p.m. Which
The
again
same
is
thing
really
with the
weird.
Pooh. Yeah, it was weird with the Pooh thing.
So we missed Jasmine, but we still got 3 out of 4 of the princess jerseys.
And might I add that your princess jerseys were just gorgeous colors altogether.
Yes,
It
we'll
looked
post
really
a picture.
good.
They
It looked
looked
really
great.
good. We got tons of comments on it. I'm honestly surprised that there were not more groups wearing those princess jerseys. Like we saw individuals wearing them, but we were the only group that had them on, and a lot of the cast members complimented
I did
us.
just realize I think this is going to be coming out just after Easter weekend. So your colors are not Easter colors. That was not intentional.
No.
If you see photos, when you look at the post coming up this week,
Yeah.
But,
it's definitely not intentional. But the colors were.
But
very,
a lot of the cast members comment on them. They were very comfy and colorful and bright. And then we were able to, after dinner, we found a great spot for the parade because Katie hadn't seen the new Starlight Parade yet. We got front row seats back in Frontierland. Got to sit and enjoy that. Did Pirates, which was the only ride we hadn't done yet, but we had a lightning lane for it.
Yep.
And then Katie was pretty tired. She's not a fan of staying for the
Fireworks.
so she doesn't have to.
Yep.
So Katie went back to the hotel to rest up. And the 3 of us stayed to watch Happily Ever After, which almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
It got delayed, which
What?
I've never been there
Never
for.
heard about that.
I think it might have been just a hair windy. I think
think
they
they
were
were
holding to
just
see
a
if
little
Tink
bit.
could fly before they did the show.
Yeah.
or holding to make sure the fireworks didn't blow on the
Yeah,
something.
yeah. And so all that was good, and she did fly,
She did fly.
and
the
it was great.
Parade and the fireworks were both.
And Katie loved
just
the
like they were in
parade.
January.
Wonderful.
Just
Yep.
fun.
And
Yeah.
Katie loved the parade and
Yep.
said she
Yep.
would watch it again.
Yep.
So
That's a win.
So
Yeah.
big win there.
Yeah.
And then we still technically had an hour of park being open,
yeah,
but we were also tired, and we had killed it so good that day.
we had
that we were just like we
There
didn't
wasn't
feel like
anything else that we wanted to
So
do.
we walked out. We had even shopped by
Yeah.
the time we stopped for dinner and gotten all the stuff that we wanted. It's like
because we were like, Jordan was like, I think I would like to do. I want to walk out through
Main Street.
the Emporium.
yeah,
At the end of the night, just because it's how you walk
it's
out.
what you do. Yeah,
But she said, but I really like to shop without all these people. And I was like, well, I think we'll have time. Let's just make time around dinner because we're going that way.
Yeah.
And we did.
Yep.
And so it all worked out.
we got all our
quite
souvenirs
well.
bought. We didn't have anything. I mean, other than doing small stuff like People Mover or teacups, some of the smaller stuff. Like
Because you
we
got
rode
Big Thunders
everything
down
else.
for refurb and Buzz Lightyear's down for
Yeah.
refurb. So you had two bigger rides as far as
And
what people like.
The 3 of you had done everything in January.
Just
for the
yeah,
most part,
a lot of
including teacups and
a lot
people-
of it was left.
People Mover.
We had just gotten.
So if
to
it
do.
wasn't something Katie really wanted to do at this point, she's gone. You didn't get back to the hotel like, we should have used that extra
No,
hour.
we felt great about our day. We went ahead and left, caught the bus back to the resort, and sadly started packing up our stuff a little bit. We were going to have the next morning at Disney Springs. We had a later flight.
Yep.
So we got up the next day, packed all of our things. Again, Coronado, the guys came and took our bags for us to check them. We did not have to lug them back up to the lobby. We made a brunch reservation for the summer house,
which
was really good
man
at Disney Springs.
Yeah. California dreaming kind of restaurant. So, I mean, think fresh avocado, fresh
They
Just
have a
fresh food.
special brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, so we took advantage of that. Got to try that out finally. So good. Highly recommend. Bought more souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you told me when you got home that, yeah, Logan, I did really good until the last day.
Because Disney
then you
dropped
bought-
a whole
Yeah.
set of new stuff on that
It sounds
day.
like they drop something every day. So
I know.
just
It was
get
not
over
fair. I had done...
They don't drop something every day.
I had done really good up to that point, and then I bought 4 more T-shirts.
I think we had done.
Oh, my goodness.
I call that doing very good. Like I thought it was really good. Like we did so good.
I'm starting to think that we'll actually save money if I go on all these trips and stop you.
It's like Logan would tell me to do it.
Yeah.
No, you just instead of me going, you spent that money on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
merch.
yeah.
That's it.
I said, should I get these? And they were like, yes. So I
Yes.
got
I mean,
No
well, you
question.
shouldn't ask us.
Very
Yeah.
cute.
it. Yeah.
Of course they are. You got to have something to wear on the podcast.
A whole bunch of new stuff. Yeah.
So
You even
what's
got
up?
me this shirt.
Yeah, I got you that
Thank you.
shirt.
But yeah, I mean, and we wanted to get back. We kind of thought we should get back a little sooner.
Yeah,
just
in
because we
case
weren't sure
airport.
still with the TSA, and it might not have been bad that we did because we kind of got hung up at the dropping the bags.
Yeah, the Spirit at Orlando we did take a lift back to the airport, no problems this time. I was a little scared, but no problems. And then the Spirit bag drop at Orlando is like a self bag drop.
Sorta.
Weird.
Except
thing.
we needed help.
Yeah, and it wasn't working for anybody. So
Yep.
That was interesting. And then we had seen the TSA lines at Orlando had been pretty long. When we got there, it was about 45 minutes. But I had seen something randomly on Facebook. I would use it for Denver flying at Thanksgiving. I didn't know they had it at all at all airports, and I don't know. It still may be select things, but it's called. This one was called or MCO Reserve. So it's like the name of the airport Reserve. And it's kind of like a fast pass to the security
And it
line.
was.
I'm glad you
And
got
it's
it
free.
for us.
It's free for now. So check
Yeah.
the airports you're going to. It's only certain flights. So
Yeah.
I had checked our flight was on it, and I randomly just signed us up for it just in case we need it. And we needed it because that line was 45 minutes long. And
we made it.
Made about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. So about half the time. Made it through security, got back there and realized that Orlando's budget airline terminal needs more food options.
There's no food.
There's
guys.
there's 50 gates back there.
And we went to this
At least.
we ended up so there's one Chili's to go and a Chili's which
Starbucks.
and everyone's trying to eat there because it's the only place, and if they're not eating there they're trying to do to go. So that was out.
It was like a
'cause we didn't have
40-minute
time.
wait to sit at the restaurant. The to-go line had 50 people in it. There were people there because it's spring break. It was just so busy that like flights had been canceled. There were people camping out in the thing. I mean, I've never seen so many people in one area. Everyone was having to go to this grab and go market. So we got like chips and little sandwiches and drinks and snacks.
And it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't bad.
Again,
Just not what you wanted.
I mean, yeah,
when
it
it's
was
your
a little
only
sub
choice
sandwich,
and you still have to stand in a line with 50 other people to get it, it's like, who designed this? Now, granted, you may notice at Nashville's terminal, we said one coffee shop, one restaurant, and one grab and go
8
market.
gates.
8 gates.
not 50 gates.
Not 50 gates.
It was
It
ridiculous.
was so crowded, and we could barely find a place to
And
sit
we would have, if we had known, we could have stopped.
on the way in.
On the way in.
Because Orlando has so many restaurants.
once you're already in,
pre-security.
Yeah.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're-
So that was a little rough. You're tired. You're at the
Yeah,
end.
it was
We
the
got our
end.
food. Our flight was maybe like 30 minutes delayed, but not terrible. And we got back to Nashville,
Yeah.
and we're here.
And we're here. And
I don't
it
know
was
if you want to
great.
shout out that coffee you got, but you told me you raved about it. The one at Disney Springs.
Oh yeah, Courtney and I did go to the main Joffrey's. They have a kind of standalone shop
Yes.
in Disney Springs, and they have all sorts of flavors, syrups, and stuff that you can put in them, which is a little different than just the stands that you see. There's usually like one stand in each park that has a variety. Otherwise, you just get one kind of coffee. But we got to try out the Joffrey's at Disney Springs and loved it.
It was good.
It was really good.
And I don't think you both got something different.
Yeah, well, you got the mocha.
Yeah, like a iced mocha latte with raspberry.
Yeah, and I got the
Flavor.
white chocolate latte with raspberry.
Strawberry.
Oh, strawberry. Yeah, it was strawberry.
That's the whole point
You're
here.
right.
This is a completely different drink than what you normally get.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a white chocolate strawberry latte.
Yes. Because you had the raspberry cold brew thing.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is good. But this
Sorry, I heard a lot about that
white
in the merch
chocolate
you bought when
and
you got
strawberry.
back.
It was so good.
I didn't get a coffee.
I would like to fly back
you did.
again.
Did
and
I?
just have that?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
you got
sorry.
an espresso.
I got a double espresso.
Yeah.
I did. It was so
Michelle's
tiny. I
version of
forgot about it.
coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did it
Yeah.
help you get through the MCO chaos?
It did.
Yeah.
It did till I got that sub sandwich.
But yeah.
yeah.
So
And then you landed, and I was there to pick you up.
Logan
at the
picked us
airport,
up, and we got
then
to
Danny
tell him
Nobody
went
all
to
talked in the
Cracker
car
Barrel.
for 10 minutes.
We were so tired.
We were so tired.
Which is, I've been on the other end of that. I've not been a pick up friends at the airport person. I'm usually the one traveling.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I've been the person getting back before, and you get in the car and the person's like, "Hey, how was the trip? Hey, how was it?" And usually it's like, "It was great. I'm so tired. I don't want to talk about it right now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as the driver, I knew, like, I could sense it. You all got in the car, and it had been a long 4 days, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll let them ask. I'll let them leave.
Yeah.
Michelle was like, "How was your night? How was church?" So
It was so good.
I knew I'd hear about it later.
Yeah.
So here we are.
We had kind of kept you updated as it went too that
True.
first day. We
True.
kept
Yeah.
texting you all our mishaps, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, what?"
Yeah. And it was so, yeah. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's a short trip. So you go in knowing you're not doing everything. And we didn't.
And spring break, short and spring break crowds.
But it was great.
Yeah, it was so much fun. We had a great time. Like everyone, it was it's just we're really blessed that we all travel really well together and can hang out and do this and get content and stuff. And it was just unbelievable how many things went wrong that first day. So thank you guys for hanging with us on all the stories, because I think that's what y'all are here for on the post trips. So
I hope so.
we wanted to give you all the
We
chaos.
went an hour on the first day.
Yeah. So,
I
but
hope
yeah,
they're here for it.
we had so much fun, and we hope you guys enjoyed the chaos. And again, just always be prepared to pivot, guys. Make lemonade when you're given lemons.
Yeah.
And that,
I mean,
we
and
had
just-
that could have ruined our whole trip, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Any one of those things could have ruined the trip, but everyone had such great attitudes about it. And we still just had such a fun day, and we're here to laugh about it and talk about it. So yeah. Anything else you guys want to add?
Nope. Ready to go again.
Well, that's our girls' trip, post trip. Michelle has an annual pass, so she will be going again. The rest of us, not so much. But we'll keep you guys abreast on Michelle's adventures the
There
rest
you go.
of the year, and we'll see if we all end up on any of them. But that's it for now, and we'll see you guys next time on To the Magic and Beyond.